Hi, I'm Nick Gebelt. I'm a bankruptcy attorney here in Whittier, California, and this is the second in a series of videos I'm making on Chapter 13 bankruptcy. The first one gave a very brief overview of the chapter. In this one, I'd like to drill down just a little bit on some of the things that were hinted at in the previous video. In this one, I'd like to talk a little bit about the benefits of Chapter 13. Now, everybody, of course, wants to do a Chapter 7. They want to get rid of those debts and not have to pay their creditors a dime. But if your income is too high to be able to do a Chapter 7 in a way that can be made precise, then Chapter 7 is simply unavailable to you. It doesn't mean that you can't restructure your debts, and it doesn't mean that you can't get some genuine relief. Well, one of the things that most people in Chapter 13 find is that they're paying considerably less than 100% of their total debt over the typical 5-year plan. But even if you had a 100% plan, the interest stops accumulating. Now, in practical terms, it means that your plan payments in that Chapter 13 plan will be less than the sum of the minimum payments on all those pesky credit cards. In fact, I've put many people in Chapter 13, and even the people, I will admit they aren't that many, but even the people I've put into plans that were 100% plans have told me that the sum of the minimum payments that they had been making prior to filing the bankruptcy was at least several $100s more than the Chapter 13 plan payment. So it becomes much more manageable. The second thing is, it's not a moving target. You know that at the end of the plan, those debts are gone. If you make minimum payments on a credit card debt, and you don't charge any more, you just keep making those minimum payments, the minimum payment has been set up so that it will take you 33 years to repay. Well, in a Chapter 13, you're in and out in 5 years, and if you're below the median, even 3 years. So Chapter 13 really does have a genuine benefit. And as I said, most of the time, the plan payments cover less than 100% of the general unsecured debt. So that's our first real benefit in a Chapter 13. The second real benefit in a 13 is when you have a house and, you've fallen behind on the mortgage payments and the foreclosure bell is about ready to ring. Well, we filed the Chapter 13. Of course, that will at least temporarily stop the foreclosure process. However, with the Chapter 13 plan, you can take care of that foreclosure altogether by catching up. So if you've fallen behind on your mortgage payments, well, in a Chapter 7, you're out of luck. But in a Chapter 13, you can spread the paying off of that arrearage over the life of the plan. It means that covering that arrearage doesn't cost nearly as much as having to come up with one giant lump sum to prevent the foreclosure sale from taking place. There are other benefits to the Chapter 13 plan, but these two I thought would be good for this particular video. And then as we progress through these videos, I'll be covering other things about Chapter 13. If you have any questions, give me a call, 562-777-9159. This is Nick Gebelt, signing off.